Hi there, I'm Christine Berry. I'm one of the directors at People Connection. How exciting to be involved in Women's International Day. What I'd like to do is share just some 5 traits that I identify with and that I'm seeing in the women that I'm getting to rub shoulders with that are holding leadership positions, whether it be in PNG, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and most parts of the world. Definitely as women, we're slowly rising to the ranks, and but still, there's still a massive gap in terms of the numbers of women who are rising to that top level position. We make up 49% of the population according to the World Bank estimates. The good news is that the balance is shifting. The figures are still quite abysmal, if I could put it that way. But let's unpack some of those leadership skills that I believe can truly make a difference in corporate world. So the first one is definitely for me empathy. So empathy traditionally seen as more of a feminine characteristic, or what we would call maybe more of a soft skill. To me, and studies that I've been reading and what I've understood, it really is an important and probably the most important leadership trait that we can find that really guarantees overall success. You've probably heard the saying that a rising tide lifts all boats, right? So empathy offers employees that opportunity to really feel heard, to be seen, and this really opens an opportunity and more willingness to meet other people halfway. It's known to improve definitely job performance, and at the end of the day, it contributes to an improved bottom line. So accelerating and looking at building empathy within your leaders is a key skill for growth and innovation. The next skill, a little bit harder to find, but humility. Definitely as women, I think we are, it's a tool that we tap into quite easily. We have a humble sort of approach to the world, and that creates fellowship. It creates an environment that allows us to reach our overall goals, but working together with no egos coming in the way. And one of my favorite authors, Jim Collins, the Good to Great book, and he speaks openly that those are the two areas that he believes in. Humility and sheer determination is what makes a top leader. So referencing a study from Harvard Business shows that women tend to be harder on themselves than men, and that's something that can really be detrimental to leadership. So it's all about having that balance. But humility is definitely an aspect that sets us apart as women. The next one, the third one, is persuasiveness. So this is another female leadership trait that has been found in a recent study of more than 300 women in leaders of major companies around the world. It showed that women tend to be more persuasive than men, thanks in large part to our humility and our empathy. According to the study, women tend to be more attuned to our situations, and means really that we're able to accurately take in information from all sides. We're able to then synthesize that information and really incorporate it into the larger solution. This skill makes us measurably more persuasive than our male counterparts. So part of that skill of persuasion means generally believing in the ideas that we represent. I think once we believe in something and really push through, we're able to persuasively sell it to people. The fourth one is entrepreneurial spirit. So according to a recent study, females tend to be more willing to take small risks than some of our male counterparts. So the result of women's willingness to reinvent the rules and turn challenges into opportunities. I always thought, being South African, we just raised to take risks a little bit more, but definitely this is a leadership quality that is found in women more so than men, that we flex the rules to get things done. Part of this impetus is the result of the willingness to pursue a more fulfilling workplace and life. In fact, a Harvard Review study shows that women excel in taking initiative and driving for results. Definitely in terms of being creative and finding opportunities. I think as a mother often, and as a house, looking after a house, we're able to juggle a whole lot of balls, and so we look for that result and we look for that creative output so that we can make our lives work. So entrepreneurial spirit is definitely something strong in women. women in general tend to bounce back, I believe, quicker than men, but that's my opinion, in terms of when we're facing adversity. It means that when the chips are down, women tend to move past the initial stress. We move quickly and effectively. So women tend to, back to that family caretaker. We also juggle that home stress, and just generally, I believe that we tend to be able to take in more and then just bounce back, and definitely that home-life balance helps us. We're constantly negotiating that home-life balance. So resilience is definitely a trait that I believe women leaders have innate in them.